The garment which has been placed upon you is to cover your nakedness and represents the coat of skins spoken of. The officiator will represent Elohim at the altar.
A couple will now come to the altar. Brethren and sisters, this couple represents all of you as if at the altar. You must consider yourselves as if you were, respectively, Adam and Eve. We will put each of you under covenant to obey the law of the Lord. Brethren and sisters, each of you bring your right arm to the square. You and each of you solemnly covenant and promise before God, angels, and these witnesses at this altar that you will obey the law of the Lord and keep his commandments. Each of you bow your head and say, yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Travis Wayne gets on. So, I finally get to do a Jasmine comment reply video. After all these years, she's back. Yeah, they've had some personal problems in their life. They chose not to get baptized into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And And so God is smiting them down with afflictions until they use their agency wisely. No, that is not how agency works, Lynn Morrison. So on the video I had done last night, published this morning, Sacred Privileged Underwear updated. Does anybody ever check the definitions of the meanings of the words that the prophets push? Oy vey. So, Lynn even edited this to make sure she worded it correctly. If you don't believe in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you don't have to. Oh, thank you, Lynn, for giving me agency to choose. Bleep you, Lynn. I put in this very video for you to read the scripture on agency. Which I planned for another video. That's why it's still on the pile. Not a single Mormon cares to read. Not a single Mormon cares to know about Mormonism. It's all about feelings. And so you're stupid. Dear God, did you not even read the thumbnail picture? Whose plan of happiness is Lucifer's? What does it involve, Lynn? 60 years, you say? Taking away agency. And here you are, Mormon-splaining about the false doctrine of their concept of agency. When I gave you Joseph Smith's. Dear God, the incompetence of Mormons. It's just abominable that Mormons could have allowed themselves to descend into the depths of evil and think that it's good. MAGA fears the abominable practices of Mormons. They fear and tremble before Mormons and how abominable Mormons delve into. MAGA doesn't even dare go that far. Only Mormons go that far. Lucifer trembles with fear in the presence of a Mormon. He never expected that his plan would be carried out to this extreme by Mormons. You can use your free agency and search out whatever religion you desire. You never bothered to check any of my other, it's now 3.7K videos. It was earlier this week, last week, it's Sunday, isn't it? When I noticed that it flipped to 3.7. And then I've got the other channel, TWG, but I've let it go, let it go, let it flow. Prefer the death metal version. Dear God, I prefer the religion that the Book of Mormon says it's in, that Joseph Smith said he was. Lynn doesn't give a damn about them. And if I have to say it because you're listening right now and you're like, oh no, what religion is he talking about? It's Christian with Jesus. Seriously. The evil of Mormons knows no depths. The 7 layers of hell cannot contain Mormons. They're desperately trying to dig more levels deeper into hell to contain the Mormons. Dante's Inferno. Shouldn't have to reference the jokes. But I have the testimony. No, you don't. You don't even know how to define it correctly. You're stupid. A testimony is your physical witness of events that happened in reality. It is not a spiritual witness feeling. You're automatically wrong, Lynn. You've been conned by these prophets. You, as a female, are in bondage to this church. And look what they've made you do. You've been reading their script as a hostage. That's what terrorists do. They take hostages. They have the hostages read from scripts. The American infidel will be destroyed for my crimes against the innocent terrorists who have done no wrong. This is you, Lynn. This is your reading of the church's script with the gun to your head. And you're too stupid to see it. Being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ, how abominable you are. You spit on Joseph Smith's grave. You spit and burn the Book of Mormon when you call this church by its name. For 50 years, not 60, of being the only true Church of Jesus Christ, all caps, of abomination. The Book of Mormon is true. Bleep you, Lynn. 1 Nephi chapter 1, verse 2. Every Mormon knows it, and every Mormon knows they are therefore evil. The learning of the Jews. Book of Mormon does not replace the Holy Bible, but Christians did, and there you go, Lynn. Replacing the Bible along with the Book of Mormon. The Bible was written by Jews. It is not Christian. It is not about Jesus. Damn you, Lynn, for your evil. Am I going to get to you, Jasmine? Or should this be about the evil of Mormons? But became another witness of the true, oh my hell, this is an evil woman. The Nicene Creed is the great abomination that Joseph Smith says it was, because it replaced the Jews. Here, Lynn is the purest of evil and hate, has the authority to judge you. You missed that video. I just did it the other day. There it is. 4 days ago. See the thumbnail picture. Oh my God. Judging other Mormons with the Book of Mormon as the keystone. Did you notice what I had been doing, Lynn? Using the Book of Mormon to judge you and your comment of pure evil hate. Dear God, I feel sorry for you. Lynn, if given the chance, would have me murdered, thinking that she's perfectly justified. This is the evil of the church. She has been weaponized. Only Jesus Christ has the authority. No, he doesn't. He doesn't exist. He never had keys. He violated the prophecies of him, if it's supposed to be him. He's a self-proclaimed. Constantine self-proclaimed him. Do you not understand this? No, you don't. This is a pure hate attack. Anti-Semitic attack of the lowest of evils. To judge me? I thought the Book of Mormon is to judge me. Now you're saying only Jesus can judge. Well, where was Jesus? Which Jesus? I'm assuming you're the underwear Jesus, not the turban Jesus or the statue idol God only Jesus. You missed those videos. How long ago did... Yep, there it is right there. Jewish Christ of the Book of Mormon versus Christian Christ of Roman Emperor Constantine. Right after I did the Judging Other Mormons book 4 days ago. I worked hard on that picture. Do you not understand? These prophets have no authority. They murdered Joseph and stole his religion. Do you not understand how abominable this is? Not even Constantine delved into that level of evil. He just got the congregation leaders together and forced them to give up their religion. He didn't hold sacrifices to then steal their religion. Only this church delves into such evil to murder the founder and claim he's Christian. Constantine never even delved into that level of evil. Only this church. I hope you have a wonderful and peaceful life. Bleep you. This was a blatant hate attack. You're not wishing me a peaceful life. You've condemned me. You've judged me. And here Lynn is thinking she's innocent and pure. Bleep you, Lynn. And so, we'll have to get to you next, Jasmine. Because hers is a long one. She's come back in full force. And, yeah, she's also replied with an email. Okay, so you're going to be treated specially after this, Jasmine. Have to deal with the evils of Mormons. So, as I ban her from my channel, she's never coming back. She'll never know she got banned. Other than YouTube will no longer recommend my videos to her. That's just awful, Lynn. Dear God. You'll never catch up on my content, Jasmine. You're over a month behind. You're not catching up. But you're so cute. Dear God. So, anybody paying attention to the news? Because of Christian and Islamic interpretation of the Jewish prophecies, Iran has now joined the war against Israel. They were the first cause with their end. Israel defended themselves. And so Iran is now claiming innocent. How dare you? We will seek revenge. And here they go. Again, Israel is innocent. Iran is not. Iran is not Sunni. They're Shia for the most part. But you now see that Shia and Sunni are working together against Israel. They support the terrorist factions of each and every group, nationality of Islam. They are one in this holy war of Judgment Day, according to their interpretation. But yet they too, their Jesus went missing on the day he was supposed to show. And if you're still listening to this video, still wondering, I don't understand, Travis. Well, how could this church have been so evil and me not see it? Please, Travis. 8 April 2024 is right there in John's Revelation. Christian interpretation has changed it to the day that shall burn as an oven, with the coming of Jesus Christ in the clouds of mushroom glory. The abomination of desolation as spoken of by Daniel at least 3 times. And it didn't happen. Jesus never showed. Now, Christianity has to deny science, but we know very well that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints knows science. We know that they know about 8 April 2024 because a certain person who did know put it in the lawsuit. And so, yes, they failed. But right after their failure, the Mormon priesthood in government of Arizona rose up with the greatest of abominations towards women and banned abortion in defiance of the federal government and the United States Constitution, 14th Amendment, Section 1. Not even the press seems to catch on to this one. Women are just going, we're going to get you back on the vote. You're not paying attention to MAGA, are you? There will be no election. If there is an election, it will be rigged, it will be threatened, it will be denied, it will be overturned, it will be decertified, it will be rejected. Not our president. America has fallen. The Constitution has been destroyed. America will be divided. And apparently Russia wants California. But with a divided nation, no military might. It'll have to be the National Guard in each state. And against Russian military force? Yeah, I don't know about our National Guard in separate states. Because MAGA will not come to the aid of California, Oregon, or Washington if Putin were to strike after America falls. Do you not understand? If America falls, so does the economy. When America falls, the world descends into war. the world economies collapse and the real suffering begins. All those poor Gazan children whose parents died protecting Hamas. Innocent Hamas. You're not paying attention, are you? October 7th was the last day of the Jewish holy day. What was yesterday for the Jews? Islam knows what they're doing. They're not innocent. They're not getting revenge. They're not getting justice. They're abominable. Ramadan has ended now. It's an abomination. It's the celebration of Muhammad replacing the Jews. Just as Constantine did. Islam is just another branch off of Christianity. Allah, translated into English as we. A singular form from El, the Canaanite deity, translated into the plural. What is Trinity? Singular, but translated as we. And so this church, by saying Jesus is now non-Trinitarian, means that now Heavenly Father, a body of flesh and bone, comes from outer space to his 14-year-old daughter and rapes her, and then abandons her with the baby. Thank God for Joseph buying her, believing she was a virgin. Not even MAGA goes that evil. Evangelicals don't go that evil. Okay, Jasmine, you're next. 1:30. Great.